Hi everyone, if you're new, this is NaturallyAfroSis. I'm back again with another video. So in this video, I would like to show you how to transform my hair from this to these bouncy curls using As Iam Curling Jelly. This video is very beginner friendly. I will show you step by step. I know I've done Bantu knots several times, but today I just want to take my time and just show that beginner who's been asking me about how to get your hair curly. So if you want to get your hair curly, there are several ways you can do it. You can do it with only shea butter, but with only shea butter your curls might not be very defined. Depending on different hair types, the curls will come out differently, and also the product that you use matters. Some curling gels like, but others don't. So we're going to be trying out As Iam Curling Jelly. So without further ado, let's go into the styling. Stay tuned. My hair was drying out. I just missed it. Sorry, I'm going to be looking down here because that's where my mirror is. Now get my leave-in conditioner. You know the drill. So for the sake of new people, just a little bit of leave-in conditioner, shea butter mix to seal in the moisture. Not that I'm just putting it on the ends. I'm not putting it on the scalp, because if you put it on the scalp, to just add to the product build-up. So now I've finished prepping my hair. It's always good to work in sections, but I don't even have hairpins to put my hair away. Let's try using a comb. So that the shea butter that I applied to the ends might not be enough, because from experience I've found that if I don't give attention to each smaller section, if I just put leave-in conditioner, seal-in, just in general, my hair dries out quicker in the week, because maybe the product did not get distributed evenly. But if you want your hair to be moisturized almost for the whole week, so that during the week you avoid using shea butter and heavy products, like all you would need during the week is just to spritz and maybe to seal in the whole head at once, like I did earlier on. You need to make sure that you handle your hair in sections, so the hair feels a little bit dry. So I cannot just put shea butter, because I need to make sure that there is something that I am sealing in. So in this case, I'm putting moisture and then I'm getting little shea butter and then I'm running it through the section like that. This way I ensure that all the hair strands are coated with shea butter and the moisture is sealed in. The hair even feels softer as opposed to when you just do the whole head. But when you don't have time, yes, you do the whole head. But like this, I have time on my hands and I don't want to start heavily moisturizing during the week. I want to just do it once and for all during the weekend. And then I'll go in with my curl enhancer. I'm using As Iam for the first time, so it's a test. And if you want your curls to be very defined, you go in with a brush. You could use a Denman brush. This is closer to a Denman brush, and then you run it through. It also helps to remove all the tangles and makes sure that product is evenly distributed and the hair strands are nicely stretched. Yeah, so that you don't have lumps and bumps when you come to undo your Bantu knots. So yeah, so to do the Bantu knots, now that the hair is nicely prepared, nicely moisturized, and we've put the curl enhancer, you split the hair in two. That is if you're doing 2-strand twists and a knot. So you split the hair in two and then you twist. If your hair is shorter, you can do tinier sections. Or if you want your hair to be very tightly coiled, but I just want some kind of waves, so then when you reach the end, you twirl the end like that. Then you start rolling it like that. Rolling it until it can't roll anymore. It starts to bend at the bottom, so it bends like that. You take it round and round and round like that. That's your knot. Let's do it again. So if it feels tight, like this one is tight, you just unscrew it like that. You go anti-clockwise like that. You don't want pain or to tamper with your edges. And then you grab another section like that. If you want to keep the Bantu knots for some time, you can make your lines neater, but I'm not going to keep my Bantu knots. I'm just using them to curl my hair. So again, the hair feels a little bit dry, so I'll put in my moisturizer of your choice. I'm using Caramel Souffle by Caravada, and then I get shea butter. Make sure the ends are coated, and then I run it through the hair like that. I'll detangle. I've already detangled, but I'm still detangling. You have to make sure your hair is nicely detangled. And then now, because we want to have very defined curls, we're going in with the As Iam Curling Jelly. So you split in two and then you twist. If there is need to add more product, you add some more product. You twirl around and then you start rolling it like that. Then when you roll, it starts to bend under here, and then you take it round and round and round and round. This is your Bantu knot, but it feels tight. I'm going to unscrew it to reduce the tightness. So these are my Bantu knots. I'm sure you get it. I'm going to speed through the whole process. I will do the same for the whole head, and then I'll let it air dry. Bantu knots take long to dry. That's why I've decided to do them early in the morning so that I have the whole day to dry. I'm going to be outside in the sun, so it will help me dry the hair. But this time I'm going to be careful because my skin has recovered. I'm sure you saw the last video I did, how bad my skin was sunburnt. But now I've recovered. I can even move without makeup, and the makeup sits well. One shade the whole face and not two shades like last time. So I'll make sure I wear my sunscreen, and then I also have a cap on and sunglasses. I hope I'll take you along to the farm. If you feel the need to add more product, you can add, but I think a little goes a long way because it's not thick, it's kind of light. I expected it to be thicker, but it's kind of light, which is a good thing. Hope it won't flake. The hair is drying out so quickly because of the heat. I'm having a lot of shed hair. I suspect it's the dyeing. So the secret is to make sure that all the strands are nicely detangled and smoothened with product. If there are lumps and bumps and you keep borrowing, like when one strand ends, you borrow from the other side. When you try to separate the hair, you'll find that the hair starts to freeze. So that is why it is important that the hair has no tangles whatsoever. And then you also have to make sure that the ends have got products and you twirl around so that you do not have frizzy ends. Yeah, so it turns out I have a lot more shed hair from the detangling and the smoothing the hair with the brush. I've got this much shed hair. I think this is a lot. Yeah, I think this is quite a lot. It's more than the amount of shed hair that I usually have, but I think I know the reason why I have shed hair. Remember how I dyed my hair spicy red, and then I said I was going to keep the hair for some time and then decide whether to keep it or not. Yeah, so the update is that, as you can see, my hair is black. I went ahead and dyed my hair black within a week, and I doubt if I used the same kind of dye. I think I changed. Initially I had used the Intense by Dark and Lovely, but I think the second time I dyed I should have used Inector. I don't know whether that is also contributing to my shed hair. I'll make sure that I try to deep condition my hair. So these are some of the things that disturb your length progress, because this hair is not coming from the root. The ends are the ones that are breaking. So if you're having this much of shed hair from the ends, it means the growth you are achieving is going. So those are the dangers of dyeing your hair frequently. So if you must dye your hair, please let your hair breathe and know that anything is possible. So I'm paying for dyeing my hair twice in a week. So bye, see you in the morning. Bye. Hi, it's morning. I've already done my makeup and I've removed my satin cap. So I let my hair air dry the whole day yesterday and in the night. I'm hoping it's dry. I think it's dry. So what we're going to do is to get some oil. I'm using Kera 1010. You can use an oil of your choice onto my palms and apply it roughly onto the scalp, since my scalp was exposed. And then with oil here, I'm going to start unscrewing my Bantu knots. If you were rolling them clockwise, then you just unravel them anti-clockwise like this. So I have to be quick because I'm almost running late. The sleep wasn't very comfortable because I was feeling like there were things pricking me, especially when I sleep like this. So we're done unscrewing. Now we have to split the hair. So I did 2 strand twists. You need to separate them to untwist. So now I'm untwisting, and this is the definition that we're getting. I don't know if you can see this. So they are easy to remove because the hair was nicely detangled, smoothed with product. Otherwise it would be difficult to separate. The hair is nicely dry. It's not too dry like when you decide to dry your hair in a hair dryer. Sometimes it tends to be too dry, but like this, it's still got some moisture. So I need to separate the hair. I'll start with separating one side so that you see why I like to separate the hair. See the way it is like this. If my hair was a lot, I would leave them just like this, or if it was a lot longer, I would just leave it like that and maybe put a puff. But because my hair is not that thick, I want to have some volume. So I'm going to start separating. So you make sure you separate where the hair naturally wants to separate to avoid freeze. So we are separating in order to add some volume and also close up the funny gaps if there are any. The separation is good for people with not so much hair. Like if your hair is not dense, you need to make sure you separate so that you have some volume. But just make sure you separate where the hair wants to separate naturally so that you avoid freeze. Yeah, if you want more volume, you separate more. Just remember that the more you separate, the more freeze you create and the more you kill the curls. So we're done with one side, we go on the other side. So now I'll lift. I'm supposed to use a pick, but I don't have a pick. The shape of the head is usually a challenge for me, so I'll need to rearrange this. So I want it to appear a lot shorter in the sides, so I'll just push it in. I'll probably use pins, but anyway, for the first day I'll leave it just like this. Then yeah, so we're done. This is a Bantu Knot Out using As Iam Curling Jelly. I think I'm happy with the curls. The hair is not sticking together. It's actually very fluffy, lightweight. So I think As Iam is a good product. It's not very readily available in Zambia though, but I think you can get it from a chemist. There's a particular chemist at Stalilo being run by Hair Request. I don't know whether it's Hair Quest or Hair Request. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. She has a blog. She's got nice long permed hair, so you can follow her and see the products that she has. If you want to buy, Stalilo is along Greatest Road after the Big Chicken. So we're good to go for work in our Bantu Knot Out. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have, please don't forget to share with your friends, and don't forget to like, and please click on the red button to subscribe. It will really help me a lot. So thank you very much for watching, and bye.